Aiden Owens, the top decathlete in the country. Aiden Owens, the decathlete.
Aiden Owens completely unpressed. Aiden Owens. Aiden Owens. Aiden Owens.
Aiden Owens. Owens.
Aiden Owens. Aiden Owens to and Aiden Owens. Owens.
Owens. Aiden Owens. Owens hanging on. Owens wins.
Bang, bang. We play track back at it again.
It's a lot of fun and games, but this time a little bit more serious.
It's time to get serious.
So let's talk about why you chose USC originally, and let's just start there.
Boom.
Tell us.
So out of high school, I was getting recruited by a lot of different schools. Ended up coming down to 4 official visits: USC, Michigan, Stanford, Virginia. All really academic schools with great athletic programs. And upon visiting USC, visiting Los Angeles, being a Pittsburgh kid, completely different, complete change in lifestyle, weather, all that. And that was something that I really wanted. I wanted to train in the warmth with where all the great athletes are.
Right.
And I knew USC had that for me. And academically speaking, I was pursuing engineering. So, I just thought that USC would be the best fit overall, and I had that gut feeling of, okay, I like this campus, I like this team, this is where I belong. So, made the decision to go to USC, ended up there my freshman year, loved every.
How did the other schools take that?
Oh, yeah, I let them off easy. It was.
More specifically, Michigan.
Yeah, oh yeah, true, because
it
came down between Michigan and USC, and it was hard, but you just gotta call up. I called up the coach.
Did you break up over text message?
No, none of that. Called him, just told him where my head was at, and just said that I felt like this is the best situation for me and my family, and it was that easy. He let me go. He was like, I wish you the best of luck, and it's a little bit ironic that I'm back here at Michigan, but we'll get into that later.
So, did Juju have anything to do with your decision?
No. I did meet him though.
Kind of tell us what happened with your journey at USC.
I think just to take you through like my time at USC, fall was great. Fall training was great. I adapted really well to the college life. Was enjoying everything about it. Made friends. And in indoor, I was an All-American in the heptathlon. I got 6th in the country as a freshman. So that was an accomplishment in and of itself. I think I set the school record too in that, in doing that. And so yeah, I had a really, really stellar start, I'd say, to my collegiate track campaign. And outdoor season came. I ended up going to do my first decathlon at Brian Clay and scored 8,130 points, which was the world lead at the time. It was a USC school record, Puerto Rican national record, and it was the 3rd best decathlon score for under 20 athletes in history. And so I was riding a high. I was like, okay, this is it. Like
real high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was big.
It was everything you were aiming to do. Basically.
No one in the U.S., no American under the age of 20 had ever scored that high.
Yeah.
So I was the only one to ever go 81.
And you were like 17?
I was 18.
You were 18.
I was 18 at the time. Yeah. So that all happened, and then I ended up going to nationals, NCAA, championships. Ended up no hiding in the high jump, and that kind of just took me out of the competition. Still tried to compete through it, but realized that I had some nagging injuries. Didn't realize it. They got worse throughout the season.
Right.
And I personally ignored them, and it's something that I've learned from, that whenever you have these things, you got to pay attention to them. But no, the injuries just came from just not taking care of my body, not doing the right prehab exercises, strengthening exercises, and that's something you have to learn as a young athlete, that you have to take preventative measures to make sure that you're not getting injured. And that's something that kind of hurt my freshman year.
Right. So how did that hurt you? Let's go a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Not just like on the athletic level, but to a little bit how you were feeling, because I know you expressed some of that to me on.
Well,
some of the
following NCAA's, I was pretty down, and at that point I was considering transferring for a variety of reasons that I won't go into all of them today. But just seeking better opportunities for me athletically and academically, and just in every way, I think. And so I went home right after NCAAs, discussed it with my family, and made the decision to enter the portal, which was a tough decision. It was an emotional decision because I'd be leaving, my freshman experience behind, my friends, all that, and trying out in a new place.
Yeah.
And so
Because you really did see yourself going to USC and staying there for 4 years.
Definitely, and I had a great
And then-
experience. This does not detract from my experience at USC. I absolutely loved it. Would never take it back. I don't regret anything that happened there. I truly was just seeking a different and better opportunity for me for my long-term athletic success and for my long-term sustainability health-wise.
Like we talked about on our previous podcast.
Yep.
It's not guaranteed that life is going to go your way.
Nothing is guaranteed.
And even, you had such a stellar start.
Yeah.
As you said, you freaking killed it, but you did everything you were supposed to do.
I thought, for the most part.
For the most part?
Yeah.
And everything that you aimed to do for the most part, but then things still didn't go your way. And that's sometimes how life is. You know what I mean? You can do everything possible to achieve what you want to achieve, and you got to change routes. You got to go a different direction.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I ended up in the portal. Reached out to Michigan, and ended up back in a place that I'd visited 2 years before, while I was a senior in high school. And here
was it the same coaching staff that was originally recruiting you?
Exact same coaching staff.
So they were hyped.
So yeah, they knew me. I knew them.
Especially with all of your accomplishments.
For sure. I developed a relationship with them too. I mean, I didn't have to worry about trying to establish relationships with other coaches. I knew the team. I knew the coaches. I knew Ann Arbor, and it just seemed fitting for me to end up there. And so yeah, it was a difficult transition though.
Right.
I don't want to belittle that.
Just a pain.
Life's not straight. Life's not a straight line. And transferring schools is by no means easy. And I thought it was going to be easy, but I underestimated it, and I learned from that. And I think that I'm better off going forward. But it was definitely a journey to readapt to a new climate, new situation, and try to establish myself as an athlete